Hello, fellow Mibsters. I have some fun stuff planned for tonight. Oh my god! Yes, I turned my cam on. Hey Cody, Dozer. This off. I also found another source for copyright-free music. So, don't know if it's going to be any good, but I enjoy it. But yeah, as you can see on camera, got a tier list for today. We'll go through some other stuff before. It's going to take some time, so we will... sorry, I'm getting kind of caught up in the music. We will, yeah, go through that short stuff. That was a bit loud. Real quick, and then we'll get into this tier list. I'll show you guys where I got it from. I've shown, if you guys come around the streams often, you'll see. Yeah, we'll look at real quick marble shows. If anyone went to the Indiana Marble Show that happened last weekend, maybe the weekend before, don't recall, let me know. Let me know how it was. It wasn't advertised on marbleshows.com, but as we saw, there was a Facebook page for it. So yeah, if you showed up to that, let me know. I'd love to hear how it went. September, Gem City, Dayton, Ohio. I know there's quite a few Ohio collectors, so I imagine that show will be a good turnout. With in-room trading before, you know, if you want the good stuff, you got to get there early. That was quite the switch up. And then also the Badger Marble Show, the big Badger Marble Club in Wisconsin, Minnesota area. If you're in there, that area, I highly suggest getting out to the Badger Marble Show. There will definitely be good turnout. And Valdosta, Georgia, for the Southeasterners. I keep forgetting I need to message Snuff and tell him about that. There's, of course, the Florida show in January, February. I think February. Perfect time to get down to Florida, in my opinion. I just realized my face is obscured by the logo. Move it over there. And, yeah. October, Reno, Nevada. If you want to get down in Reno, what do they say? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but don't lose your marbles there. I'm sure you can find some good ones. Never been to Vegas. I've heard good things. I'd love to visit at some point. Not much of a gambler, so don't know how much fun I'd have there, but I imagine there'd be some sights to see. And then Fort Worth, Texas, not Fort Worth. It is Fort Worth. Texas has the Texas Marble Collector Show. I do plan on traveling down, and I know of some other people from the Tulsa show that are expecting to go too, so hopefully there's some good turnout. That'd be a fun one. And then November, no shows are reported, but I do know of 2 shows that are happening, coincidentally both on November 4th on Election Day. It is one in Illinois, Pride of the Prairie, I think that might be the name of the show. And then one in Washington area, Midmaster 6, I think is what it is. And that's going to be a mostly contemporary show. If I get more info about them, I will share it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to get some other music. We just listened to that. I'm surprised I don't have a playlist. I found this channel, but they're all really short. Alright, we're gonna go back to our normal stuff. Let's find some bossa nova. I enjoy the bossa nova as background music. I don't know about y'all, but I think it's great stuff. Alright, so yeah, so that's the Marvel shows. Like I said, in November there are a couple shows. December, no shows reported. I don't know of any shows in December. I don't imagine a lot of people are trying to get out and go to shows. Don't imagine a lot of people are trying to get out and spend money on marbles unless it's for a gift. So maybe, I imagine private sales are pretty well, but shows, I don't expect there to be a lot of shows around the holidays. But yeah, that's it for the Marvel shows upcoming. Marvel news. I didn't find any Marvel news, unfortunately. I saw one thing about a Indian woman had a growth removed. And it was described as a sack of marbles. I didn't think y'all would want to see that. That was a few weeks old. And then a lot of stuff about the Greek marbles, Pantheon marbles. Not much in Marvel news. So we're going to get into the Marvel tier list. Marbles of IG. I know I haven't been much on Instagram scrolling, unfortunately, so I don't have anything to show you there. But if you are interested in Marbles of IG and you don't follow me on Instagram, which I don't understand why that would make sense, but check out one of my recent random ramblings. I showed how you can get the posts that are shared to hashtags of Marble IG onto your phone, iPhone, only iPhone, unfortunately for now, as a wallpaper. And you can just, here, I'll show you guys. So right now, I have a cool one. It is Faucets in Glass. That's a odd name, Faucets in Glass. And then if I triple tap the back of my phone, and watch, it's not going to work. Let's see if I unlock it. Sometimes that's the, see my, oh, come on. That's embarrassing. Can I get it to work one time for me? One time for the one time. Guess not. That's embarrassing. Something in my settings. But, alright, I'll show you guys. I could do it the manual way. So you guys see the wallpaper. We'll slide up, click the marbles of wallpaper. It'll run. It's running. Bloop. Oh, I got a could not convert to text dictionary. Oh, that's because I'm running the wrong one. Duh. Boy, you guys probably want to see some marbles, hey? I do too. We'll stop with this. This is me just having fun. Let's see if it'll switch. Getting distracted. Oh, there we go. There's a nice Dan Piper. Let's see if we can get it to run now. But I've probably not, but we'll switch it one more time. And then I promise. Dan Piper, and then what are we going to get next? Hey, what is that? All over marbles. I don't know. That's a cool one. Alright, let's get into some actual things. And because you guys aren't going to be able to see, I'm going to have to move back over here. I don't know, put like... How about up here? I don't know, man. I ain't never had a camera on before, but not for a stream. Makes me feel like I'm doing a Zoom presentation. Not a vape. Fume essential oils. I'm going to point that out there. Quit if you can. You're going to see me grab for this. It's because I don't want to grab for the other thing, you know? Nicotine is bad. Yeah, let's get into this. I don't know if I'm going to go alphabetical. That's going to be... I'm going to pull out my favorite. Well, it used to be my favorite. We'll see if it still holds true as my favorite Vacor. And this isn't an all-encompassing list. There's not going to be atmospheres. I think that's going to be most Vacor lovers are going to be like, yeah, I love the atmospheres the most. And, okay, well. And if you weren't aware, atmospheres were a handmade marble from Vacor. They were, to my knowledge, only available at Toys R Us. or at least that's what I've read online, and they're beautiful. They're handmaids. They look a lot like Christensen agate cobras, or even transparent Christensen agate guineas. Beautiful marbles, not in this list. Much more rare, and sought after than the rest of these. But my favorite, or my favorite before I did any of this, was the Serpent. I would put Serpent at S tier. I know a lot of people are going to throw Serpent at the bottom because of it dupes a lot of people into thinking it's like a Peltier, Superman, or the Superboy variety. But it is, I don't know, I still think beautiful. Primary colors always went over in my book. Blue, red, yellow. Perfect. Some of them can be really cool and get wonderful photos. I guess I could pull up. I'll go here. We can go through. This is the Billet and Tete site. I have it linked in the description if you want to take a look. It is all in French, but it has this really neat built-in translator. So we can translate to English. It's all in alphabetical order, which is really nice. And if we scroll down to the Serpent, we can look at some nicer high-resolution photos. Look at that. Wonderful. I think those are great. And then here you can see some of the packaging. That's a cool old style. And here's one of the neat things with Vacors, is you can really kind of tell the difference between the older styles and the newer. Well, I should make the same style, same variation. It's going to be a Serpent, but here, let me. It wasn't planned. I just really enjoy these so much. Here's a newer Serpent bag, distributed by Mega Marbles. And they look more like the marbles in this photograph. They're very, very smooth, wet surface. The stripes are pretty thin, or the swirls are pretty thin. I would even argue the ones that I have are less vibrant reds, and they bleed a bit more or burn a bit more. And then if we go back to this older style, I mean, look at those. The reds and yellows are just so much more vibrant. They're almost like what you expect on the Peltiers. And that's why so many people get fooled by them. If you guys do purchase marbles online, be wary, be aware that these do exist. Most are, but it's definitely worth checking out. S tier for me. For me personally, I mean, if you guys have seen my site, it's the same colorway. I love it. And then the cool thing with these Vacors is like that's including this one I've shown you, and then the two there, that's 3 different header packaging. And it looks like there's another one. That's the cool thing with Vacors, is if like you get one specific, hey Blue Crow, thank you for stopping by. If you get one specific variation or colorway that you enjoy, you can continue to chase it for years and years and years in different ways. It's really neat. It's kind of like if I have a background collecting Pokemon cards. It's kind of like collecting the Pokemon cards in different languages, the different print varieties, getting misprints, go on and so forth. So Serpents are really cool. S tier. S tier in my book. Agates. I'm going to be honest, we'll pull up. I think I'm going to put agates in a D. And maybe I'll put C. I don't know. I'm struggling here. I think as we get through, it's going to get tough to place them. Also, if I go at this speed, this is going to take me hours. But here's the fun thing about this website, guys. If I close it, you're like, oh no, I lost my work. Nope, it's there. As long as you don't clear your browser cache, it'll save your tier list. And yeah, if you guys want to check it out, if you guys want to make your own, I'd love to see. Take a screenshot or send it to me. Make one alongside. It's in the description. The Marble Maker or Tier Maker. Marble Maker. I'd love if there was a... It's my dream. Won't talk on that too much. But yeah, agate, they're nice. If we go to agates here, They're white base with like red, green, and blue patches. I think new collectors could definitely get these confused with vintage patch makers. Opaque white base with 2 different color patches set 90 to 80 degrees apart. Colors are green, yellow, blue, black, and red. Honestly, with that number of colors, let me refresh to get this image to load. Pretty nice. But I will say too, they remind me a lot of the Imperials and other Asian made, Chinese made marbles from the 80s and 90s. There's color, but I don't know. They leave a lot to be desired. It's a cool header packaging. I like that. I'll keep them in C. I keep them in C. Alien. Let's see that. I think that's Alien's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to get more strict. Honestly, it's gonna go D because Alien. Yeah, opaque gray base with blue swirls. Seems like iridescence to me, but I think I have some of these in my Vacor tub. I'm not gonna go dig them out, otherwise I will be here all night. I'll put it C. And I think it could be a B. I'll put it high C, low B. Arctic Bear. You know, if we go through in order, I could just do this. Or not. I thought I could. Oh, the Angel. So, the few I did skip, well, I'll explain this. This was a group sack. So the Angel comes with, it says here, a mix of Medusa jellyfish, the Wizard, and white pearlies, which are their own variations in their own regard. So I didn't add these mixes to the list, and there were only like 3 or 4 of them. So I'll just skip past that. Aquaticus, that's a neat one. This one was sky blue, I think. That's another part that's going to throw, there's like, again, a few that I did translate and I feel like a dummy for doing. I thought I did. Ruggy. Aquaticus. Oh, ocean. That's what it yeah. Okay. I put these in high C. I would even put these B. I would put them low B. Those are nice. Can't say I care for the iridescence. I like seeing the texture in glass. I agree with Yowen. I haven't gotten to any iridescence. That's what I was looking at for the Alien. I thought there might have been some iridescence on it. There's a few that I think the iridescence does add to it, or if the iridescence is the focal point of the marble. Thumbs up. 1 or 2 thumbs up for me. But as we get through this list, a lot of the iridescence detracts from the marble, in my opinion. But we'll get through. Ocean, I'll put high B. It's nice. It looks like sky blue opaque base with darker blue swirls, iridescent finish. There's the iridescent. So I'll give it a nice B, because here's the part. Iridescence again with water, the oiliness. I'll take it. I like these. This is my list. I put it in a B. Now it's going to be a low B. I'm going to get a lot of probably stuff on top of it, but we'll take a look. I agree. Yeah. Let's see. Arctic Bear should be next on the list. Hey, so here's another one. Frosted. I think this is going to be another controversial opinion. Maybe not. I think people can have controversial opinions when it comes to frosted marbles. And they call it an acid wash. I don't know anything about that. I will not say anything about that. I had thought they were like tumbled rough. You learn something new. Or you learn that you don't know something new. You know, you get it. The more you know you don't know. Opaque white base with swirls of blue and black. That's a nice marble. In my opinion, the frosted on this Arctic Bear, thumbs up. Now, I should thumb up. I'll put thumb up. Where do I put it? I put this high C. I put this over Alien for sure. I'm going to put this... going to keep changing. We're going to keep it. Yep. I think Arctic bear above ocean, remote and ocean back down. I like that. I like it. Asian elephant. On to the Asian elephant. Now, there's a few different elephants, and it has here synonymous with a stegosaurus. If I remember correctly, stegosaurus is going to have iridescent or slightly different. There we go, slightly different. So it's an opaque slate blue. We'll get to that. This is an opaque medium gray base. Refresh to get the image to come through. With white swirls. I like this marble. I think it needs one extra thing to bring it into that above average. But I think this is a high average marble. This is high C to me. I would definitely put this above ocean. And now if it had iridescence, it's tumbling. It's tumbling. But I like that. Asian elephant, thumb up from me. And then high C. I mean, C's get degrees. All right, let's go on. Get a drink of water here. Assortment, another one I just skipped. It's a bag. I mean, it's assortment of different style marbles. Really cool. I'm sure a lot of people collected. I'm sure there's some neat header packaging on some of them. Party assortment. Dragon Gaz. That's a cool header package right there. But yeah, I'm going to skip this one. An asteroid. Iridescent blue slate rolled it in blue frit, crushed glass like coarse sand. Low C. I'm going low C. Because I'm sitting here thinking, I put the tier list together so I know what's to come. When it comes to the fritted marbles, this is a lower ranking fritted marble for me. I'm going to put it low C for now. Close out of marble shows. Low C. But I'm going to put it above Alien. Similar colorway to Alien. I do like the fritted. I like the fritted marbles from Vacor. I really enjoy it. I think some of them really get good. I think the speckled ones where it's not coarse, but it's like almost like the powdered sugar, like it was just dusted on. Oh, wonderful marbles in my opinion. We'll get to them. Atomic Fireball. This is a miss, my opinion. I don't enjoy it. I think I could see why some people do. That's a deer marble to me. I don't remember if there's any unfrosted versions of that. We'll see if when we get through. But Atomic I don't know. And I'm not an Atomic Fireball guy or a Red Hot guy, so maybe that's it. I don't know. Aurora the Unicorn. This one cracked me up. The name alone, I think, has got to rank it up one. This is one that I think a lot of people see and probably jump to the conclusion. Well, if you're looking at online lots, you jump to the conclusion that it's a Rebel. I think I've been there before. I think maybe some of you have been there before. It's okay. As long as you're just not, going crazy with it. Don't gamble, y'all. Don't gamble. But yeah, I think this is a cool marble. The colorway is classic. I mean, who doesn't like the black, white, and red? It's almost like a dark brown, as it say. Opaque white with orange and dark brown swirl. Available in U.S. Walmart direct import from Fabricus Selectus. And then it's Aurora the Unicorn is the header packaging. I'll put this one mid-C, honestly. I think it's tough because what happens is that dark brown, I think, is what tracks from it. If it had the Peltier red, white, and blue or red, white, and black that we all love with the Rebel, if it had a real pronounced deep black or a real pronounced deep red, I think that could have been a 2 thumbs up marble. But the reds are a bit on the anemic side. It's not black; it's a dark brown that gets to almost like a milk chocolatey brown at parts. Cool marble. I love the name. Honestly, I'll put it high D. And the only it's the name that's keeping it high D. It's just the browns and reds. I'm not the biggest fan on. Bald Eagle. Let's take a look at this cool one. Bald Eagle's nice. Nice mustardy. It says rich caramel base, swirled with opaque dark brown and white. Wet shiny surface. If we see here, oh, that's just a mixed bag. Here we go, of a Bald Eagle. Header packaging. Now those don't look quite as rich as the original photo. Those look to have darker browns, but those are some nice marbles. That, to me, that's B tier. I think it could creep up into A, but I think that's a very nice marble. Banana Swirl. I love this marble. This is A tier to me. Really bright electric yellow with the white. It's not like a slag, but it kind of reminds you of a slag. It's a wonderful mix of colors. It says here one can find these with an iridized coating. I was about to say, because I was looking at these and they don't look iridized, but then this photo, you can see the iridescent on it. I don't like that. They do not benefit from iridescence in my opinion. But as it says there, you're only going to find them with the iridescence outside of a net. So it seems like they might have recognized too that it wasn't a great winner. But Banana Swirls, A tier. A tier in my book. What's next on the Bear? So Bear's cool. It's the Bald Eagle, but without a white swirl. So it's just lesser. It's cool. I do like it. I think I'd probably like it more than an asteroid. I'll put it mid-C for now. I think that's quite fair. It's still a very nice marble. Some of the header packagings are, kind of cool. Just bears. Bears. Who doesn't like bears? I wonder what language this is. It? I don't know. Greek, Russian, Eastern, Slavic of some kind, I think. I don't know. Really nice when the transparent colored glass plays with the opaque milk glass. Is that on that Banana Swirl? Yeah. Transparent glass, when you match it with the opaque swirls, can get really nice sometimes. AWOX, I'm thinking kind of right off the bat. And it's not like I'm not a huge AWOX collector. I'm not going to sit here. But my understanding of the AWOX is you have that white, almost wispiness, but sometimes it's not super wispy and it stays opaque, and good marbles. Nice swirls. Next on the list, Beluga. There's a song I sung at my kindergarten graduation, Beluga Whale. And deep blue sea, beluga, baby beluga. That's what it was. I remember that. Yeah, sea turtles. Sea turtles is a great example. When I get to that, that's a spoiler alert, A tier marble for me. And when we get there, it might, depending on how it's looking, it might bump up into S tier. But yeah, I love sea turtles. Wonderful marbles. Beluga, opaque light blue base with white swirls, frosted finish. That's nice. It's nice. See, this is a nice one. It's the frostedness on this just almost... I like it. It looks soft. Something with the tidal wave. See, now the tidal wave is this, but not frosted. And looking at them, I think I like the beluga more. As crazy as it seems. We'll get to that there. We're going to throw beluga up in the B tier. I like that beluga. I like the frosted on it with the white and the yellow. It's powdery, it's soft, it's nice. Bengal tiger, we all know Bengal tigers. That's a high... It's a high C, low B. Now here's the thing is, again with the Bengal tigers, let's see if it shows. The older Bengal tigers, when you get like the more wild and crisp swirls, they're nice. The newer Bengal tigers, where you get the fatter, less pronounced swirls, they're not as nice. And for that reason, I'm going to put Bengal tiger. Where do I want to put it? I'm going to put it top of B. I like the Bengal tiger. I like the orange and black. I'm thinking, because of the good, I'm thinking I'm going to start, yeah, the best example. I'm not going to rate them on their lowest. So maybe, I've never seen a really nice Aurora the Unicorn, but maybe none, maybe nice, maybe some of them exist. Black Panther. These are the black with the colored patches, if I remember correctly. Yeah, these just don't do it much for me. I do like the contrast. Black marbles I typically really like, especially when they have bold primaries. The more I think about it, the more I like it. I think in groups they look nice. By themselves, they leave a lot to be desired. Packaging on some of those is really cool. Pretty retro. You know, I think this might shock some people. I'm going to put Black Panthers in C tier. Where in C tier? You know what? I'm going to put them at top of D tier. I think they're just going to lead D tier pack for quite a while. Blowfish, this is another fritted marble, if I remember correctly. It's a yellow with brown frit. Yeah, this one's okay. It reminds me a bit of bananas, you know, as they wilt. But, I don't know. Again, leave some to be desired for me. They are nice. They're growing on me. Iridescent finish. I like that big shooter front. It has a ton of frit on it. Alright, if we're going off of, like I just said, off of the best examples, where am I going to put that? I mean, it's better than an asteroid, but barely. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Blue Dolphin. This is like the Black Panther, but with a blue base. Yeah. No one get upset. Sorry if I just threw your favorite marble in F tier. I highly doubt that's your favorite marble. These, to me, they look cheap, if I'm being honest. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, you just put Black Panther at the top of D. The black is nice. This, it just cheapness. I feel like these marbles are just going to break during the first game. Sorry, not a fan. Blue Dolphin. Alright, let's see. We hate blue dolphins. All my homies hate blue dolphins. I mean, I love dolphins. I mean, it shows my foot. I've swam with dolphins. It's fun. It's cool. But that blue dolphin marble, nah. Alright, let's see. Blue Jay. Killer marble. Killer marble. I think some of these too, if we get into the examples where you get the lighter base glass, yes, killer marble. I think some of them are better than others. We can see here, I think these are probably newer ones based on like the wider swirls, the less definition. But then in this main photo, looks like we have older examples with real, oh, those are just wonderful marbles. Those are good. Those are good. These, I am going... I'm throwing Blue G's S tier. Now, they're not going to stay high S tier, I don't think. And they might bump down into A tier. But S tier for now. Fish Tank Mibs, the Blue Dolphins, yeah. Yeah. I think that's a good. All right, let's see. Blue macaw. Again, it's the blue dolphin with a transparent base. I do think the transparent base is nice. I like backlighting marbles, which I don't know if I've ever shown you guys. Maybe I have. Yeah, I definitely have. If you get a pen light and you get the little tiny rubber O-rings that everyone sets their marbles on, just cut it and glue it onto your pen light. And then now you can backlight your marble directly, and it forces all of the light into it, and you can just hold it, and spin it. Highly suggest doing this. I got these pen lights for like $1 on Amazon. I love it. So blue macaws, they're not going to get the F tier treatment from me because they're transparent. And that to me adds something. I'm even going to throw them above atomic fireballs. I don't like the atomic fireballs, y'all. I really don't. Blue sky. Blue tang. Okay. Blue tang. Blue tang's a nice marble. I really like the blue tang. I'm going to immediately throw it into A tier, and then we're going to look at it, and I'm going to consider if it's S tier, but I don't think it is. That red in there, that's wonderful. That's what I like. That's nice. Oh, blue tang's a nice marble. I'm going to keep it in A tier for now. It's good, though. I think some of them are better than others, though, that's for sure. I don't know if I like the lighter blue or the darker blue base, or the darker blue. But either way, I'm going to keep it A. I'm going to keep it below banana swirls. Even though it's a really nice marble, the banana swirls, really nice. Yeah, blue tang, classic. Atomic fireballs are weird. Let's see here. We got blueberry freeze. This is a nice marble. I like a blueberry freeze. I think this is, again, one of the nice frosted, looks like acid wash. Some of the header packagings were a bit weird. Yeah, like what is that supposed to, just someone frozen in a, I don't know. The blue tang fish, yeah. Finding Dory. Bring me back to Finding Dory. Let's see here. Dolphin blue. So I like this blueberry freeze. I think this is a nice B tier marble for me. Above the beluga. I think even above the bald eagle. And I'm going to move the Arctic bear below the beluga. We're going to do some shifting there. We can do whatever we want. The bozo. See, this one kills me. I really enjoy the clown here. Let me go here. This header packaging, that's great. Who does not want that sack of marbles? You tell me the place and time. I'll meet you. I'll fight you. That's a nice sack of marbles right there. That's wonderful. Wonderful packaging. I want it. But, I don't know. The iridescence, kills it. And then if it doesn't have the iridescence, it's not a bozo. It's like a patriot, I think they call it. Or, they might even call it a liberty. I can't remember. USA. But a bozo, it's a B tier marble for me. And it's B tier. I'm going to put it low B tier. It just barely makes it into B tier. And it's purely name and header packaging alone. Like, I'm going to be fully honest. Good marble. If it had the better marble, I think it could honestly be top of S tier. If it had a nice, great marble paired with it. But yeah, I really want to get my hands on a package of bozos. It's just great. Like, Wonderful. Packaging's better than exactly. All right, let's move on. You know, we're gonna switch it up into some other music too. I don't know what. You know what? I do know what. Some jazz. The Brontosaurus is a nice fritted marble in my opinion. I really enjoy it. Oh, hey, Adam I, another viewer. Appreciate you stopping by. I just noticed that. You were the one that said atomic fireballs are so weird. Blueberry Man, but frozen. Milky Way and Meteor. Yeah, the Milky Way and Meteor, we'll get into there. Milky Way, those are both... The Milky Way was iridescent. And that's what we'll get into. Some of the iridescents are nice. The Meteor I don't remember off the top of my bat, but I do remember it's in there. But the Brontosaurus, I like this Brontosaurus. I think the white frit on most any base color is going to look good, honestly. As long as that base color looks nice and rich. I think this base color is a little bit for desired. I think it's a bit too muted. It's almost like a soft lavender. They describe it as a slate gray. But I do think it's a nice fritted marble. I think it's nicer than the asteroid and the blowfish. I'm going to put it just below the Asian elephant. I do like the Asian elephant swirls more than the Brontosaurus. I think, though, with the Brontosaurus, again, any base color with white frit, I think is going to look nice for the most part. And then we'll get into the Brontosaurus 2. This is a wonderful marble, in my opinion. Again, we don't have many photos. I have just a few. I don't think I have them. Yeah, I don't have them within arm's reach. They're a nice marble. I really enjoy these. I'm going to throw them. They're A tier. They're A tier. They're S tier. They're A tier. They're S tier. We're going to leave it. I'm going to come back. I can't decide. We're going to fill it in more, and then we're going to come back to the Brontosaurus 2. And one thing I find interesting is how did they get the name Brontosaurus 2? And there's no information on the packaging or anything like that. So, you just got to take their word, I guess. Bumblebee. I don't really care much for Vacor's Bumblebee, if I'm being honest. And it's because the black swirls aren't a real nice black. You need like a real bold black when you're creating contrasting marble. For that reason, and I know people are going to be bothered by this, but I am going to put D tier. Again, this is my own opinion. But I'm going to put them in D tier. For me, I just the black isn't really black. It's more like a brown. And, yeah, just not a fan. Here's a nice one, though. The Butterfly. That's a beautiful marble. I really enjoy it. I don't think it's quite S-class. I think it could be low A. I think it's a nice marble. I do think it's nicer than a Bengal Tiger. And for that reason, I'm going to put it in B. Top B. And we'll move on. Cakatos. This was a weird one. What did I search? Cakatos translation means like sandals, right? Yeah, it was like sandals. I thought maybe it was supposed to be cockatoo. Parrot? I don't know. Is that what I think I put it on? No, I just K'd it. Cakatos. Oops. I think it's okay. We have another iridized marble. I think it would have been better had it not been iridized. I think this is a below average marble in my opinion. And for that reason, I am going to throw it. I'll actually throw it above the Bumblebee. I think it's more interesting than a Bumblebee, at least. No, actually, that's bad. I don't know if it's a failure. Is it a failing grade? It's not quite that bad. There's something. They were trying. I'll give them that. We'll go next. Camouflage. This one, I don't know. Let's look at some of the header packagings, because maybe they win me over, but the camouflage marble to me is just... that one's called a sloth. That one's pretty neat. There's the camouflage. See, now those look more camouflagey. Those are nicer. What about these ones? See, those look nicer than this original photos. Judging off those are a nice marble. I would even say maybe an above average marble. I wouldn't say the sloths. I think these would be sloths, the newer. I'm not a fan of those, but these ones and the ones in the original old camos, I think those are above average. I do like those more than the Arctic Bear even, so we'll put them there. Next on the list, looks like we have a Cardinal. Nice classic red. It's the Fireball, but not frosted, so I do think it's a lot better. I think it's a lot better than the frosted Fireball. How much a lot better, though? It's C tier for me. I'm gonna throw it. I like it more than the Alien. I like it more than the Asteroid. I like it more than the Blowfish. They're right there. I think that's a good spot for it. For me personally, again, I like transparent marbles. I've backlit some of these. They're fun. They can give you some nice colors, some nice rich reds, some really cool glowing effects, especially if you get nice bubbles in the matrix. I'll throw it right in the average. It gets a passing grade from me. Cat's eyes. So, cat eye colors. Do I put them on? I did add them in here to the tier list, obviously. Multicolors. I do like multicolor cat's eyes. Where are they? Cat's eyes. I guess it's just this one. I like Vacor's multicolor cat's eyes. I think Vacor's cat's eyes are really nicely defined. They're not the best by any means, but they can get really nice and colorful with some cool patterns, and they're very sharp. The multicolored cat's eyes, for that reason, get a B from me. So I'll move those up. If I can find them. Did I move them up? Yeah, I did. A. I don't know if I'd give them an A. I'll keep them a B. Below Bozo. I think that's fair. The other cat's eyes, I'm gonna skip those for now. I don't like cat's eyes at all. Too plain, and I have way too many of them, in my honest opinion. That's funny. You know, keep saving them up. They could be one of those things that you go back and look. I know next to nothing about cat's eyes, but I know there's a lot to learn. And for that reason, I keep them all here. This is one of my biggest jar of cat's eyes filled up. And I mean, there's Vacors. I know there's some Marble Kings. There's probably some Imperials. Everybody's. I mean, they're cat eyes. You guys know. I really like black cat eyes, though. I do. I pull out. You won't find any black cat eyes in here. I do like black cat eyes, which that's not a color that seems like Vacor made, which surprised me a bit. You might ask, what's in the mug? Is it tea? Is it coffee? It's off-brand cola. watered down now that my ice is melted, but yeah. Let's see, cat's eyes. I will put multicolors. I like the multicolors. I'm not gonna go through the colors. There's just too many. I do like the reds. I'll put reds. You know, I'm not gonna go through them. Cat eyes take too long. The old Japanese cat's eyes. I bet you they're pretty cool. I don't know much about Japanese cat eyes at all. Yeah, couldn't even tell you a single thing about Japanese cat eyes. So that's cool. Something to learn. I'll have to look up into that sometime. So we're going to skip past cat eyes. Cat's eyes. I do like the orange ones. The purple ones are okay. The reds are nice. The turquoise are nice. Whites are okay. Yellows are okay. Caterpillar. So it's just a frosted bumblebee. Better than a bumblebee in my opinion. This is one where it just, you know, the frosting can add to it. It's, I think, up in here for me, low B, high C. I think it's going to go right there. Mid C. I do like them once it gets frosted. It just adds a new effect to it. It's not trying so hard to be that bumblebee, that contrast. Hey, William. Thank you for stopping by. Happy to see you. We're doing a Vacor tier list. So we have 200 of the marbles produced by Vacor, and I'm going through and ranking them on my opinion, on what I think. And if you want to rank them on your own, there's a link in the description. Next up, looks like it's going to be a centipede. Yeah, keep it on the bug train. Not a winner for me. I like that header packaging, but it's not enough to win me over. Yeah, this is a D marble for me, unfortunately. Sorry if you're a fan of Centipede. I will say it beats out Aurora. It even gets beat out by Bumblebee. They could hang out in the garden next to each other. And try and avoid the Chameleon. This is a killer marble in my opinion. I love seeing these when I'm searching for marbles, like in a jar or something. A Chameleon is an S tier marble over a Blue Jay for me. This is one that could contend with a Serpent. Sorry, I keep rubbing my face. I could contend with a Serpent if I really got down to it. I love these marbles. Wonderful, wonderful marbles. The header packaging's but the marbles themselves, that rich neon green, that's a cool packaging. Annual color scheme, they get points for trying. Yeah, I mean, you don't see that much. The neon green, not in opaque at least. You can see, I mean, electric green from Christensen Agate and stuff. But yeah, Chameleon's going to go S tier for me. I didn't know what this was. I think it's just a blank page. These were Seal Blue. Oh, the blue sky. They're just game marbles, or transparent game marbles. I'm not going to bother rating them. We're just going to leave them down here. I'll remember to get Brontosaurus. We'll put it there. Alright, next up we have a clownfish, it looks like. Can we get the main image? There we go. Clownfish are okay marbles for me. The thing is, like, they just seem kind of haphazard. It seems like, you know, the blue dolphin, but orange. Like, they're bright, they're vibrant, but they're not all that interesting to me. This is a D tier marble in my opinion. I'm going to put it low D. It's like barely climbing out of F tier. So we're going to keep that there. Bummer for the clownfish. Cockatoo, this is a nice marble. It would have been so nice. And then they sprayed it to give it an iridescent finish, and they lost me. So for that, a Cockatoo is the... I mean, it's not... It's D tier. It's a D tier because it's below Bumblebee, below Caterpillar, above Agate. And I'm also going to move the blue macaw above Agate and above the Cockatoo. Yep. Alright. Let's see here. Next up, we have a Comet. Oh, gosh. This is them just doing anything and everything. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's the same. It's that same trend. They just changed the base color to white and then gave it an iridescent finish. This is a big F, in my opinion. This may be your favorite Vacor in the world. I might call you crazy. That must mean you are crazy. This is an F in my opinion. There's nothing redeeming about this. Fish tank marbles for sure. Next on the list, Confetti, 6-vein cat eye. We'll skip over that one. Although I will note, I was under, if you would have asked me a year ago, if you would have asked me 3 months ago, and you said, hey, what do people call the fritted Vacor marbles? I would have said confettis. I thought that was just kind of the layman's term for the fritted marbles. It seems like they did advertise specific marbles under the name confetti, and for that reason, I'm not going to use confetti to call the fritted marbles anymore. They don't even look like comets. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, white base, so they were thinking icy and iridescent because it's shiny in space. Who knows? Fit only for a spray paint can. Yeah, seriously. Now these, on the other hand, I love cotton candies. I have so few, not like a netted bag, but I have found some. I love them. I love the the pink base. I love the white stripe. It's not even stripes. It's not even swirls. It's more like strands. They're not all one complete, like, if you know the Champion one line swirls, how you can track that one swirl all the way through the marble. It's not like that. It would have been super cool if they were, but they are wonderful marbles. In my opinion, these are A tier all day, above the banana swirls even. What I'm thinking is, if we go back to this list, is imagine the banana swirls with this kind of action. How would you like that, Alan? Oh man, that would be a killer transparent marble. It's a shame. But anyways, we're going to put that top A tier. I think it might leak into S once we get to the end of this, depending on how the tier's filling out. And man, we're still in C. Gonna be here all night. That's okay. Might have to finish this next week, but I hope not. We're not gonna rush through just to rush through. I'll just put a pin in it. Here's another one, cow. So this is one, I only put it on here once, but in the list we'll see it again, I think, come up as Dalmatian. I could find no differences on the website. The way they described it, the way they looked, the cow and the Dalmatian seemed to be synonymous with each other. If you know anything about them, let me know. Now, this is a marble I've never found. I don't own this marble. I would love to own a cow. I think they're wonderful. Again, I said it at the beginning, this is the first one we've seen where it's like speckled on instead of real rough, gritty frit. I love this speckling. I love the dusting. I find it incredibly unique, especially when we get to the very end of the list. Spoiler alert, Zombie is an S tier marble. I think an S tier marble for me, and I think for a lot of other people that enjoy Vacors. For that reason, you're going to see a lot of these speckle ones make it into an A tier for me. I really, really, really enjoy the speckled Vacors. I can't say that enough. Had one. Yeah, I would love to get one. I'm sure I will. They're not, I mean, it's Vacor. They're not incredibly rare or expensive. It's just a matter of time, matter of searching, matter of luck. Look at that header package. I mean, it's a cow. What else are you going to put? Oops. Congratulations, you saw all my files. Anyways, let's get in here. Leonardo da Vinci. This is one again, like... Oh, Crystal Cleary. We're skipping past the Clearys. There's the Dalmatian I was telling you about. Da Vinci. This is a very boring marble. It's a shame that this is what they named the Leonardo da Vinci. Just so blah. I'm gonna put this in D tier, and the only thing keeping it out of F tier is the name and the header packaging. And honestly, I don't know anything about licensing, but it makes me wonder if they had to pay a pretty penny to get that Mona Lisa, or if it's like public domain now because it's like a painting for anyone. Hey, hung out with my father-in-law, and he showed me where there's a lot of marbles just in the ground, but found 1/4 inch or smaller and a bunch of clear others. Hey, finding some peewees in the ground. That's cool, man. That's awesome, William. Stay cool, man. It's hot across the entire nation, it seems like. Really across the world. Anyone that's in summer seems to be experiencing a heat wave. Just 2 hours from me the other day, it was the hottest place in the United States. I mean, it's cooking, y'all. But yeah, that's awesome, man. Thanks for sharing. Hey, keep that honey hole for yourself. Keep on digging it, and then once you start slowing down, that's when you share your honey hole and you introduce someone else. You're like, hey, you want to have fun? You want to come do this cool thing? But yeah, man, good luck. Find some old cool stuff. Nasty old butterscotch. Yeah, nasty old butterscotch. Like an old butterscotch candy that got dropped between the couch cushions for a couple decades. Oh, man. But yeah, Da Vinci, that's D tier. If it wasn't named a Da Vinci, it would be F tier for me. We're going to move into some cool ones here soon. Destroyer. That is a cool marble in my opinion. It says here opaque blue base. Now my understanding is, because I was just thinking, I thought I'd seen some destroyers that have a transparent dark blue base and it looks opaque black at first, but then once you break out your trusty dusty backlight, you'd notice that it is actually in fact transparent. Thought I was going to have one to show you, but I don't have one out. Destroys are really cool. Fritted marbles. They're not S tier in my opinion. I think you'll see none of the rough fritted marbles make it into S tier for me. I think they're really cool, and although I think they're really unique, the rough texture just, it detracts it from me. Not being, just fully spherical. Cool marbles. I'm going to throw them below A. Below the cow. Below the speckle. And I'm honestly going to move the cow above the blue tang while I'm right here. Sorry, I'm trying not to drink next to the mic anymore because I know you guys can hear it. Recently got a bag of assorted dig find marbles in an antique mall. Only got 2 identified, which were 2 Peltier rainbows. Good job, man. That's awesome. Hey, kudos. That's really fun. It's always fun finding marbles in the wild, even if it's an antique store, and then finding some that were dug up. Hey, that's cool. Shane from Gone Marbles channel would tell you, hey, make sure you chat them up. Become a nice patron. Talk, see how their day's going. And you never know. They might have some marbles hidden behind the drawer, hidden behind the desk, that they're keeping out for only their premier customers. Apparently that's pretty common. I have one and it's green when you hold it up to light. Yeah, the destroyers. Yeah, see, they describe it as an opaque black, but I don't think that's the case. And I might be misremembering. Maybe there's another marble like it when we get in here, but I don't think there was. Because the Galaxy, which is similar, but the Galaxy doesn't have the multicolored frit. So, I don't know. Destroyer is a cool marble, not S tier. For me, none of the fritted marbles will be S tier. At least none of the rough fritted marbles. Dino's cool. The red's just, I don't know, a bit lackluster. See, now those marbles again look much nicer. That is a nice marble. I like that one a lot better. This one, see, that red's just almost brown. It's not even like it's red. And then the yellows. But these, I think I'm going to put Dino in A tier. I do like, not these ones, but these ones. These are nice, and I hope you guys hire, and then over years they just cut costs. But that Dino's cool. I do like that. Uh-oh. Hope you guys stay with me. It looks like my OBS. Hey. We're back. Make sure. Okay, cool. Sorry about that hiccup there, guys. Destroyer. Go on to the next. The Dino. We just did that. Next, a Dragon. And I got the Dino up here. A Dragon is an A tier marble. Do I want to call it an S tier? I kind of do. Especially when you get into the nice shooters. The shooter dragons can be really nice. You know what, I'm just realizing what's not in this list. I'm going to put my dragon at an A tier, and here's why. What's not in this list is a guacamole. Let me look it up here. Vacor guacamole marble. Guacamaya. I'm not going to show it on stream because it's the forum, but if you search, I'll type it in. If you Google search this, you'll find Vacor Guacamaya. That's an S tier marble. The dragon is like a wannabe Guacamaya. For that reason, I'm keeping the dragon in the A tier, even though Guacamaya is not in this list. Yeah. Dragonfly. Wonderful, wonderful marbles. Are they S tier? No. Are they A tier? They want to be. They're nice, they're nice, they're nice. I'm between A and B tier for these. Let's see if we can see any cool header packagings. That's okay. Pretty much the same. Mandarin fish, different name. Dragonfly, that's that's got to be one of the worst packaging header packagings I've seen. A Darby Dragonfly. Ooh, where my my heady boys at? Get you a Darby Dragonfly. Get you a Darby marble for less than rent. Not as early as the early Michelangelos. Yeah, the early Michelangelos are gorgeous marbles. I'm gonna keep Dragonfly in the B tier. I think I'm gonna keep a high B tier. I think I'm gonna put it, excuse me, over the Butterfly. The Duke. Now this is a cool marble. I like that shooter especially. Do we have any cool header packagings? Oh, dude. I remember this now when I was putting it together. This is crazy cool. There's a few of these like superhero header packagings. I really like them. This is an above average marble in my opinion with the header packaging. It's somewhere in A tier. I'm going to put it right there. I actually really like it. Because I'm thinking of the old dinos. Because I'm looking at it. Those dinos. The old dinos were nice. Sort of a dragon turned inside out. Yeah, it is. It's like similar colorways. Or similar colors. I mean, this is really cool. Like I said, I really like the shooter and the packaging. That's an A tier marble for me. Sorry for that clicking. I will stop that. Let's move on to the next. Earth. I love these. Another one that I keep within arm's reach. The Earth marbles. They're just new Earths. But let's see if I can see if you guys can. They're transparent and they're super fun to backlight with the fritted, especially the large shooter in there. These are S tier for me. I love these marbles. When I get to the very end of the list, we'll refine it. It might beat out a Serpent, honestly. I really do enjoy the Earths. Yeah, wonderful marbles in my opinion. One of the best Vacor speckled marbles. Yeah, I agree. Very, very, very nice marbles. Yeah, they might edge out the Serpents at the end for me. Let's move on. Electric Eel. More iridescent. Like, I mean, it kind of looks like metallic, like actual metal with the gray and silver. So I will say the iridescence does maybe lend something there. I'll put it low because I think with the iridescence does kind of fit with it, but it's like low C, low C. Elephant, opaque medium gray base. The Asian elephant's much nicer, so this is gonna go. I mean, I think I like it more than the electric eel, just because I don't like that iridescent, but. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Do we have any cool header packagings? Oh, that's like a Magnus the Illusionist. Oh, that one's Magnus the Illusionist too. Okay, there's Elephant. Yeah, I'm actually going to move this. No, I'll keep it there. For now. We'll keep it there for now. Makes sense with the Milky Ways too. Milky Ways. What's... You lost me a bit, but we'll get to the Milky Ways. The iridescent with the speckled. I think it fits there. Whoa. Am I thinking right? Yeah, the Milky Way. They're nice. Is that the one or two? It might have the white swirls on it. Nice marble. Nice marble. Enchanted Forest. This is a nice marble. You guys know where it's going to end up for me. Does it stay there? I don't think so. I have some of these now that I'm looking at them, and they're cool. It's a B tier marble. I honestly think it might get beat out. I think that's where it falls for me. Middle of B. Middle of the pack in B. It's nice. I like the transparent, but the white on this one, it's just kind of leaves to be desired. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like the banana swirl or cotton candy. It just doesn't play as well. But it's still a nice marble. Still transparent. Still nice. Still nice marble for me. So we'll keep it there and move on. A fairy, transparent, clear. Yeah, see, and this is when they iridized it, and it was like, why? Because it was so nice. I think it would have been, especially the backlight. Yeah, it's a C tier. It's in there with Blowfish for me. I would say it slightly beats out Blowfish, but just barely. If I remember some of them, yeah, Puppy. It's kind of a cool header packaging. But I think B's where it's going to sit for me. I think that's where it's going to sit. That's where it's going to sit. We got Fairy 2. Clear light pink base with purple and white swirls. I don't like it, y'all. I think what's happening too is a reflection is kind of throwing me off. Because I think that this Fairy 2 is similar to like a Fiesta or a Gecko in the way that the swirls are. But the photo, and there's only one photo, has reflections. Because it's gonna go D tier for now. But it's only because I don't have any good references. I think this could be better. I know it has iridescence, which I don't typically like, but I don't have anything to go off of. And I don't have any that I know of, or at least it doesn't stick out in my mind. So yeah, it's going to be low D tier for now, unfortunately. Sorry, Fairy 2. One of my favorites, the Fiesta. Wonderful marble. S tier all day for me. Transparent base, check. Primary colors, check. Playful patterns, check. That's cool. Thor, I've never seen that. So we're just going to pop these right up where they belong on your list as well. Just kidding. You put whatever you want wherever you want. But Fiestas are going to go... I think, again, they could be a top 3 for me. I really enjoy the Fiestas, especially in like big groups, big tubs, big bags. The shooters are fun. Fiestas are great. I love them. S tier for me all day. Man, we're on F. All right, I'm going to take a quick potty break and be right back. And yeah, we'll continue on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through all this tonight, y'all. Maybe I'll come live tomorrow or the weekend. I don't want to wait until next weekend to finish it. Yeah, I got to go to the restroom, so let me... You guys probably do want to hear me, huh? There we go. Fireblades. Like I was saying, it's like the Cardinal, which is the frosted fireball, atomic fireball, but swirled. So a bit more interesting. Doesn't have just the plain patch. Doesn't have plain ribbons. I think this is pretty fun. Some pretty cool header packagings. Yeah, the little dragon. This is a B or A tier marble for me. I think this is high B, low A. Does it beat out Duke? I don't think it beats out Duke. I think it beats out Destroyer for me. I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna move Destroyer to the end of A. It might get bumped eventually. But yeah, that's where we're gonna keep it for now. On to the next Fireblaze. On to the next Firefighter. Red opaque with white swirls. Cool packaging. One thing I will notice, you guys will see firefighters have their own named marble. Redbeard. That looks a bit different. There seems to be a little yellow in there, but maybe it's just some burning. Firefighters have their own marble. Police officers have their own marble. EMTs, unfortunately, do not have their own marble. So if we ever get a new marble from Vacor, hopefully maybe they'll name one EMT at some point. Give the EMT folks some recognition. But this firefighter, I mean, it's cool. It's an average marble. Average for me. I do like it more than the Caterpillar, the Frosted Bumblebee. I do like it more than the Ocean. It's going to lead the C tier, actually, for me. It's a very nice average marble. Yeah, that's where I'm going to leave that. It's just nice. It's nice. I mean, it's white and red. You can't go wrong. Next on our list, the Flame. We'll skip over them. They're just one vein cat eyes. Pretty insignificant. Iridized. Meh. Flamingo. So this was the cockatoo, but uniridized, I think. So it's a white. Oh, it's a little different because it's a white pink base with orange and yellow swirls. It's kind of below average for me. It's a low C, high D. Let's see where we're going to fit it. I do think it beats out the regular elephant. I do think it beats out the alien. I think it fits in nicely right there. Yeah. The flamingo. And next, is this the one? Yeah, okay. So this is the one I named Swamp Thing. I kind of regretted this when I was going through and making it, but I didn't want to go back and try and change stuff. It was just going to be too messy. There's two Swamp Thing marbles that I could find, or at least header packagings. If I remember correctly, the other Swamp Thing is much nicer. Yeah, I like the others. Oh, no, it's not, because it's just the cat eye. Yeah, it's a bummer. Because I don't know if you guys have you ever seen Creature from the Black Lagoon. How could you, if you're a fan of it, how could you not love these marbles? Again, this, like, to me, that one's pretty cool. This kind of gets the bozo treatment for me. If I got them in a bag, like with the header packaging, it's bozo. I'll put them right next to bozo. Where do I have them? They might not even. Oh no. Oh, it's just because I named it Swamp Thing. Here we go. So we're going to put it up next to bozo, below bozo, because the marbles are less significant, but the header packaging's cool. Hey, Kirk. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, this one's a lot of fun. It's taken me a lot longer than I kind of initially had expected, but I mean, there's 200 marbles, so probably going to have to stop the stream here at some point and just pick it up. I don't know if I'll do it again tomorrow or the next night. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. This is really cool, and I'm learning a lot. I'm by no means a Vacor expert, nor will I be a Vacor expert by the end of this, but learning a lot more about the different colorways and variations. So appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, Kirk. Thanks for chatting in. Frost Blast. Ooh, that's a nice marble. And that beats out Blueberry Freeze in my opinion. It's just right there. That's a glitter packaging with a little frost dragon. Another one. These are nice marbles. Again, the acid wash on this I think is really nice with the light blue and white. It's just powdery. I think a lot of those too, like, I bet you could fool some people. They think that that's like a creek washed Peltier slag if they saw just that picture. I mean, these are some nice patterns going on here. So I actually think Frost Blast is going to move into A tier. Nicer than Blueberry Freeze, I think, by a long shot for me. I think they're going to move high A tier. I don't think they quite beat out the Cal Dalmatian. But yeah, I do like that Frost Blast. That's nice. That is nice. I like it a lot. A Frosted Hurricane. Now here's a cool one. The Hurricanes are really nice. Wonderful colors. Opaque white base with opaque green, red, brown, and blue swirls on surface. And then it's acid washed to get a matte surface. I think these are really nice. I think these are better than the regular Hurricanes. I'm going to move the Frosted Hurricanes into my S tier. And spoiler alert, the regular Hurricanes, they'll be A tier, but they won't be S tier. I just really like the frosting on the swirls. Creates that, it really kind of brings out that like old agate look, like an actual agate stone. Bought a Lago Vacor and Mega this week on eBay. That's awesome, dude. They're good marbles. They're really colorful and cheap. If you buy them as Vacors. We kind of discussed that too, like the early, like the serpents and kind of getting duped and whatnot. Frost Rainbow, we'll skip past this. I don't. Well, maybe I did put that on there actually. Yeah, Frost Rainbow. F. I mean, let's be honest. If you got these, you would have just expected they were sea glass. You would have thought it was like cheap Chinese marbles that had been, shipped via crab mail. I don't know. That's a bad joke. Here's the Galaxy. These are wonderful. So we have an opaque, non-iridescent black base with yellow, white, all sorts of splotches on a smooth surface. And what's really fun about these is they can be so different. You'll find some of them where they're black with mostly green and white, but then you'll get some where they're black with green and white and blue, and then sometimes the black will have white, and then sometimes, I don't know if it'll be in here, I have some personally that have some iridescence, like not full iridescence, but like it's a weird mixture. Galaxies are S tier for me. S. I've never really thought about it much, but I really think we're going to put them up here at the top for now. We'll put them right here. Imagine if they had been transparent, but like a real dark, like you didn't know it was transparent until you backlight it. Yeah, they're S tier for me, but that's it. Gazelle, these are very, very marbles. I'd say even lower than a Da Vinci. I'd rather have the couch butterscotch than a gazelle. I think they would have been better had they not been iridized. Nah, not a fan. Not a fan. Killer. 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 I don't own any of these. I didn't know they existed until I made this list. I'm even going to put them over Fiesta. I would love to see some in hand, especially big shooters. I love this gecko. Marble. Header packaging, leaves to be desired. But the marbles themselves, they seem crazy wild, crazy fun, real nice, clear, transparent base with real nice bubbles. A lot of action in these marbles. I love them. I am going to throw these. Oh, I did S tier. Genie. I'm gonna put them on here. Yeah. They would have been better not iridized. Yeah. I'm throwing these F tier. I don't like them. It's the iridization that ruins them. Had they not been iridized, it would have been easier to see the swirling and the matrix and the patterns, but then... And then it's supposed to all be one color, but then they add the iridization, which adds the pearlescence, and now you get more colors, but they weren't purposefully added. I just don't like these genies. They're going to stay F tier for me. I like the frosted. I guess I was a sea glass. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what we've been talking. Some of the frosteds are really nice. I don't think even... Yeah, I don't even have... Well, the Atomic Fireball. The Atomic Fireball is the only frosted that hasn't gotten a C passing grade from me. But yeah, I don't like the Atomic Fireballs. But yeah, the frosted ones can be really cool. I mean, Frost Hurricane's got the top. Yeah, just like you said, sea glass. That's what it reminds me of, too. Cool stuff. And then, too, I don't have any info on this. But if we read into it and we find another one, Kirk... I had always been under the presumption that to frost, to add the frosting to these marbles, that they just like tumbled them. Like, you know, they put them in through like a big industrial tumbler, kind of like how you tumble rocks, but not with like polishing stuff, but to actual, some sort of abrasive mixture. But it says it's acid washed. I don't know anything about that. But all of these that have been frosted say that they're acid washed, so they must just coat them, which is, I don't know what you'd use, but that's pretty cool. I love the rich detail and textures in Jabbo's marbles, but I also love how bold some of the Vicors can be. Yeah, exactly. I mean, when it gets to Jabbo and DAS, Dave's Appalachian Swirls, I mean, they're made by collectors. I think the difference is Vacor, they made some wonderful marbles, but I mean, they were producing 12 million marbles a day at one point. They're definitely going to be just lower quality. I hate to say that, but yeah, Jabos and DAS, super cool. That's what these the Frosted Hurricanes, like the swirling in that, kind of reminded me of some of that West Virginia swirl action, and that's why they got the S tier for me. Yeah, so let's go into the next giraffe. Did I get giraffe? I didn't. So it looks like it's kind of like the gazelle, but non-iridized. To me, it bumps it up. We're gonna get a C marble. I think it's nicer than the bear. I don't like it as much as the cardinal. That transparent is nice. Genies are horrible, I agree. Yeah, they're pretty... Ugh. If they weren't iridized, I think they would have been a lot better. And there probably is a non-iridized version, I'm just not aware. Here we go, glitter. A white base with the rough frit, and then iridized. This is a D marble. I said earlier you could put one color frit on any base and it would be nice. Not white. And then not iridized. That's a bad marble. And I shouldn't say a bad marble. I don't like that marble. It's a F tier for me. It's a no from me, dog. I need to get that. I need to get a.
It's definitely a no for me, though. Voice is just not.
It's a no from me, dog. All right. On to the next one. Goldfish killer. I don't mean that. It's a nice marble. I like when you get into these. I mean, you guys might have been recognizing the pattern. I really enjoy the transparent base with the thin, real wild swirls. When one of them's white, and then you get 2 extra colors on that, so you get a transparent, clear base with red, white, and yellow swirling throughout it. Yes, please. That's an S tier marble for me. How S tier? I just did that. Nothing crazy, but yeah, I really like these goldfish. Yeah, very nice. Hey, yeah, how could you not? Look at some of the header package. You got it's a goldfish. I mean, what more could you put on there? Cool marble. Grasshopper. This is a nice marble. Reminds me a lot of the chameleon, but we only get 2 colors here. We get the lime grease with a dark brown. B tier for me, I think. Oh, that's a cool one. Kinkajou. Probably shouldn't say that again. It's a B tier. Where B tier? I'm gonna do some switching again. I don't know why I put butterfly above Bengal tiger. I don't know what I was thinking. But that is the order. Which one's one of your faves, Alan? The grasshopper or the goldfish? Oh, I assume the goldfish if you're saying Little Worlds. Yeah, because of the transparent. They are very nice. I wholeheartedly agree. I don't think I have any in my collection. I'll have to go through and look. Grasshopper we got on there. Green parrot. I know it's the blue macaw. It's the same thing as the blue macaw, but a green base class. And I just don't know what to tell you other than I don't like it as much as the blue base class, I guess. I don't know. It's just feeling F to me. Blue macaw's still feeling D. A shot of translucent yellow. Yeah, the grass. They just need. It just seems like they needed something more. Just one more something. But still a nice marble. Still above average when it comes to Vacors, in my opinion. Wonderful marble. I mean, you guys know the trend. The Halloween is an S tier marble. It's up there with Gecko. I'm gonna move Gecko Goldfish. I mean, these are just killer marbles. Tons of action going on. Wonderful contrast. Great optics. Super cool. I don't know if these exist in like the big toe breaker size, but that's a tiger shark. I think that was a terrible name. We'll get to it. Tiger shark didn't seem to fit. But the Halloween, I do enjoy. I enjoy it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I put it in S tier. I think it's S tier. I think I'm gonna move it to the top for now. It's just so nice. The contrasting between the orange and black, the white and black, the clear, the action. Truly 10 out of 10. I had a toe breaker Halloween, so they do exist. Yes, that's awesome. I have a plan. We'll see if I execute it. for my Finders Keepers tomorrow on my Instagram giveaway. And no spoilers, but I'd love to see some toe breakers in it. The milk cast comes alive in Halloween. Yeah, it's just so nice. It stays real thick and opaque, but then it gets wispy at parts. It's chef's kiss. Terrible marble. Hedgehog gets a big fat F from me. It's just ugly. I don't know. I'm sorry. I really like hedgehogs. They're cute little guys. Like the header packaging. Look at him. He's a cute guy. They're just ugly marbles. I want some Halloweens. Yeah. No guarantee, Adamai, but check out my Instagram. Tomorrow I might have something cool going on. I'm going to have to make a trip down to Moon Marble Company in the morning. They don't open till 10. I'll get down there at some point tomorrow to Moon Marble Co. If you guys don't know, Moon Marble Company, I've shown them on stream. I don't know if you can get yeah, you're definitely not going to be able to get everything. But if you guys want super jumbos. Oh, there were toe breakers. Moon Marble Company, Fiesta toe breakers, bangles. This doesn't look like any for sale online. But the in-store stock is a bit different. There's some funfair. No Halloweens. But keep an eye out on my Instagram. Oh, there's some nice commandos, almost like geckos. Cool stuff. Yeah, Moon Marble Co. Hey, avocado. We're just rating marbles. Well, I'm ranking marbles. These are all marbles produced by the world's largest marble producer ever, Vacor de Mexico. If you ever got... So I started playing with marbles on the schoolyard in the late 90s, early thousands. And to get my marbles, I would go to Walmart with my mom and get them off the shelf. And these are it wasn't this is a newer sack, but these are the type of sacks that I would get. And I would build my collection with and play with. So Vacor marbles hold a lot of sentimentality in my marble collecting realm. And I think a lot of people my age will find, if you played with marbles in the 90s or early thousands, or even today, these are likely the marbles you played with. And did you know that there are hundreds of different types, and collectors honestly go kind of crazy sometimes to get specific ones. If you see in the chat, we're kind of discussing the Halloweens. If we go back one, like these marbles, you can kind of tell they're just quite a bit nicer looking than these really, I think, ugly hedgehogs. The large Varkers that have nice orange peel texture to their skins. Yeah, I've noticed that on the larger. Yep, that orange peel. Hedgehogs are cute, but marbles are horrible. I agree, Kirk. Cute, horrible marbles. I got them in the F where they belong. Yes, I did. Hellas. I didn't find what this translated to, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't know if it was like a team. I knew nothing about this. I think they're rather boring marbles. Yeah, backers are nice. They definitely are. They definitely are. If you collect marbles, you will come across Vacors, and you should, I don't know, just gain an eye for them. I'm a big JMR and custom comp watcher. I have a small collection, but nothing super cool. About like 100 coolest ones that are going to be here in the next week. That's awesome, man. JMR, you're going to have to let me know. Let me in on that acronym. I'm not familiar, and it might just be flying over my head. But yeah, dude, I have admittedly like not a big collection. I have some cool stuff. I got some trays. Like I'll show you my best score ever. I love showing it off. These are my claim to fame, my Super Boys. I got them from Facebook Marketplace. And just so you know, I scour for a year before I found those. Oh, Joe's Marble Runs. Yeah, 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 yeah. Of course I know Joe Marble Runs. That's super cool. Yeah, they're fun to watch. Gel's Marble Runs uses a lot of Vacors. I don't think he uses the same names or they. I think it's like a whole. I imagine a whole team. It's probably not one guy. If it's one guy running that whole show, kudos, because Gel's Marble Run is an incredible production. I've shown him on my stream here, so if you guys, I'm just kind of talking like you know. Most everyone here probably knows about him. But yeah, they use the Vacors for a lot of theirs. So yeah, stick around. Maybe you'll learn some more about some of your teams. What do you have like a favorite team? You guys, I don't know the Gels lore, but I know people get really into like cheering on specific teams. So it's cool. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hellas, this is an F tier marble. That's F all day. All day. It's not F. I'm gonna go D. They're just not. They're not good, but they're not the worst things. They're not average. I would say these are below average. They're just. They look like that's not what they look like sea glass. That's what it is. And I'm sure, Kirk, you probably keep these really high up in your list. And kudos, hey, more power to you. But in my list, they're going really far down. It's a team. Him, his brother, and a bunch of others, probably about 20 people. That's crazy. Minty Manimax, which are butterfly marbles. Hey, I got the butterflies in my B tier. Nice marbles. I put them above average. Not bad. But the Minty Maniacs, that's good. That's a good name for them. Very minty. 20 people. I believe it because the production value that they have is incredible. And I remember when, I think it was very early COVID, right? Like early 2020 when Gel's Marble Runs really started. Or at least when he really started putting like a lot of effort, because it seems like, I don't know, he just had a lot of time. But yeah, I remember watching Gel's Marble Runs early COVID and really get into it. Some of my, let me go to, I have some friends that really like sports gambling. And when all the sports stopped, they were looking for anything and everything. And yeah, they bet on some marble runs. Yes, they did. Yeah. Hippo, wonderful marble. I love this. This is an A tier marble for me. It's an opaque medium blue with white swirl. It's just classic. It's not A tier. I'm gonna move it down to B tier, but I'm gonna move it pretty high B tier. I'm actually gonna put it above the Bengal, which is surprising. It's not quite as contrasty, but I do like that mix. Do they have any cool header packaging? I mean, it is a hippo. What can you do with a hippo? Ah, that's cool. It's a good marble. It's nice. I like them. Exploded in 2020 because they got a big sponsorship from Last Week Tonight. Started in 2016. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's even cooler to know that they've been doing it for so many years and then just... That's awesome. I would have them higher. Yeah, Kirk, you definitely would have had those Ellis higher. No, that's really cool. I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know. That's super cool. An inspiration, that's for sure. Let's see. Next on the list. Oh, I skipped to it. A horse. A horse, in my opinion, is a better clownfish. It's just... I mean, the clownfish is patch and ribbon, so it's not the swirls. But it's not as sporadic. You don't get just like the random bright colors that don't seem to fit. Is it an above average marble? I don't know. I think it's average. I do like it more than a flamingo. More than a giraffe. Less than a cardinal. It's moving further down. It's going into D, unfortunately. Just leaves a lot. Yeah, just not the biggest fan. It's tough. That's a tough one. I think it could go higher, but I'm going to keep it there in D. Hippos are very nice. Yes, they are. I agree. I bet you the big ones are really nice. Here we go. The Hurricane. Killer marbles. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful marbles. Look at that. What you've done so far, what's the problem with Atomic Fireball? Are you just curious? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a fan. As you can see, I put the Cardinal right here is the same thing as the Atomic Fireball, except not frosted. So I kind of said earlier, I'm a big fan of transparent marbles because I like backlighting them, and backlighting frosted marbles. I mean, you can do it, and it does give a nice glow, but you can't see inside. You can see inside the Cardinals, so they get higher. The Atomic Fireballs, I don't know how to explain it. It's just not appealing to me. I have a little like handful of them, and I'm just never grabbing them to look at. It's just my personal opinion. It's kind of the point of it. If you guys are curious, I did the math. Let me look it up again. I did the math on how many possible orders there are to the number of like ordering a tier list. There is, it's 8 to the 374th exponent. So put 8 with 374 zeros after it, and that's the number of possibilities that you could reorder these 200 Vacors into. So quite literally, if you make a tier list, it is guaranteed. Now, obviously it's a possibility, but guaranteed that someone has a different ranking than you, which I really like. It's kind of why I made this. Yeah, I just like it. It's all subjective. It's cool. There's no objectivity to favorites. I was looking up quotes about favorites and greatest today for my post on Instagram. I found a nice quote I didn't put, but it was from Steve Vai. If you're familiar with guitarists, you probably know Steve Vai. And he said, there's no such thing as greatest, only favorites, or something along those lines. And I really enjoyed that. And I think in the marbles, that's really true. I don't think there's really any greatest marble. It's just favorites. And I think some people, I think like Halloweens are a lot of people's favorites, but that doesn't make it the greatest. Yeah. I don't know. All that off of Atomic Fireballs just aren't for me. There's a purple cat's eye. Yeah, I skipped over all the cat's eyes just because there's so many of them. But yeah, there is a purple cat's eye made specifically by Vacor. And they're pretty nice. It's a nice purple. It's like a deep purple. I wish I could play some deep purple, but I'd get copyright striked. Hurricane. This is an A tier marble. Hurricane. Frost Hurricane is an S tier for me, but the regular Hurricane is just an A tier. Nah, it's a low S tier. I'll put it at the end of S tier because they are really nice. They're nice colors. The pastel palette is really nice. The patterns on the swirls seem to be really nice. Can also be found under the name Figo the Frog King. I think that gets a +1 in its own. I'm trying to find that right now. Where's Figo? Okay, so it says it can be found, but they don't have a picture. That's a bummer. I would have loved to see Figo the Frog King. The crazy cat's eyes, and they use all of them, but the purple ones, so I didn't know they existed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do have purple. Do they use, are there any multicolored cat's eyes? That was the only one right here. The only one I did put into my tier was the multicolored cat's eyes, because I really like them from the Vacor ones, personally. They're really sharp. And the multicolors, sometimes you can get like 4 or 5 different colors in there, and it's really nice. I think 4 or 5, maybe only 3 or 4. Man, it's 9:13. All right, I'm gonna go for 17 more minutes, y'all, and then I'm gonna cut it, and then I will post on my YouTube community tomorrow if I'm either going live tomorrow night or Saturday night. I'll do either or, and then we'll finish it up, and that'll leave me enough time. We'll do Friday or Saturday night, and I'll have plenty of time to stay up late and finish this up if need be. I'll probably start earlier in the day if I do it Saturday. That'd be pretty fun. I've never done a day. Out here rambling. But yeah. There's not. They have red, blue, yellow, green, cyan, and then white for the coach. That's funny. Not funny. Just interesting. Red, blue, yellow, green, cyan. I do like the cyan. So is it cyan like the turquoise? Because those, I didn't rank them here. But those are another ones that I really like. And the red. The reds. They're real rich. Real nice. Did I put ice? Yeah. Transparent clear base marble. What more can you say? I think I'm honestly just gonna throw that middle C. A lot of people are gonna be like, it's clear marble. Yeah, clear marbles are cool sometimes, man. Like, you've ever put them in a bowl, put a bunch of them together? Have you ever held like a... It isn't fully clear, but what happens? I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Hi. So, get that back on the stand. Clear marbles. See, that's an average marble. Yeah, it's a very bright turquoise. Very nice. I need to watch some Gels marble runs, but I just don't get the time nowadays. Icy 2. Classic. This is 90s blue wave. You know when I'm about to pull up. Yeah, I think so. A little bit. These are nice. I like them. I like them a lot. Oh, where'd they go? I didn't mean to put them there. They're A tier for me. I'm gonna put them at the end of A tier. I like them. It reminds me of that 90s blue jazz. I don't know why it's called the blue jazz style, but that's what Google returned it as, or Wikipedia. But I like that. Icy 2. Ice 2. Icy 2. Ice Queen, white and sky blue, and a clear base. And it doesn't look to be iridized. That's nice. The problem is, it's all kind of lost. I want to like them. I want to. Sensational girl. That's why I find some of these, they're like intrepid girl and something else, mysterious girl. Ice would be an F for me. You know, like just the clear, nothing going on. Now here's my question to you though, Kirk. If it glue UV, where would it rank? Like if it was just a clear marble, not like Vaseline, but clear, and then it glowed UV, where would it rank? I guess basically I'm asking, where does UV rank within your scale? Which I know is not applicable to Vacor. Just a random question, because, yeah, those clear marbles, sometimes they hide little secrets, like some UV reactivity. Ice Queen. I hate to say this, man, but it's pretty disinteresting to me. I feel like these are ones that maybe could change if I have some in hand, but I, to my knowledge, have never looked at any. And the patterns aren't nearly as wild as like a gecko or a Halloween. This is below average marble for me. Even though it's transparent, this is one of the few transparent marbles falling into below average for me. But it's going to be a high below average. Right above the bumblebee. I'll keep it there. Iguana. It reminds me of the What was it? Green parrot. No red. No white. This is iridescent finish. Iguana just doesn't do it for me. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. It's a below average for me. Is it? Is it an average? No, it's a below average. I think if it hadn't have been sprayed iridescent, I'll put it right below the blue macaw. I think that's fair. It's right there. Right above the iridescent cockatoo. Yeah. That's where it's going for me. I think some people would probably disagree. But, not a fan. Not a fan. So this one was cool. This was like the butterfly, except it has blue swirls. That's what it was. Instead of the black. So this one was pretty cool. I think I just named it a mystery. So we're going to have to skip down a little bit. I thought I... Wait, did I... What did I name it? Oh, it was unknown. There we go. It's not an F tier. It is a B tier, but where in... Oops. Where in B tier? It's a good question. It's a good question. It would still be an F. Kirk does not like the transparent marble, clear marbles, y'all. That's funny. Just all clear. Hey, I put clear. See, if it was a UV, it's probably gonna be A in my book. But that's the cool thing, man. That's the cool thing about opinions. They're all different, and no one is right. This was the butterfly. This is the mystery. I do like the mystery more than the butterfly. I'm just going to set them right next to each other. I think that's... Where'd I put it? I think that's really fair. Just right next to each other. And, yeah, I like that. I like all of the... It's a nice palette. What would you call this? The minty... Right under the butterfly. That's funny. You'd put them right there. So what was it? It was the Minty Maniacs, and then I don't know. I'm not that clever. The Minty Mysteries. Oh, here's another one I was saying. Intrepid Girl. If it wasn't iridized, I think this could have been a really cool marble. It's a shiny surface that's iridized, I think. Don't like it. I find it funny, the Intrepid Girl, but Intrepid Girl is a below average for me, unfortunately. I'm gonna put it just above the Cacatoes. Cacatoe. Krakatoa. Jaguar. Ooh, nice marbles. Nice marbles. So it reminds me a lot of like the Halloweens, but no play going on. It's just almost like a cat's eye. Truly, what these remind me of is the Master Tiger Eyes, but like the true Master Tiger Eye, not just yellow, black, and white Master, but where you have the single pane, like basically plane of color, and then the two divided sections of clear. So that's what these remind me of. Obviously, there's a bit more 3D going on into like a cat's eye effect. But I love these. I love these. I love these. I love these. Don't have any of them, but they are going to go into my S tier. I'm just going to leave them all up here. We'll get it all reordered maybe. Maybe I'll never be able to get S tier properly ordered. But yeah, I love those Jaguars. I do like the UVs. I know Jabbo has some, but other than that, all UVs prior to the 50s, would you say? No. So, Jabbo does have some. The UV, I haven't looked at this in so long. Let me see if this is even worth sharing. I wrote something like months ago on UV, and it was just, I mean, it's just to fill my time, and I think maybe I didn't. I thought I did. I know I did a post about UV. Anyways, so there was a ban at some point on UV, and so like for a time there's a ban on UV, on uranium production in glass, and so it was around 1954 is when I want to say they reinstated it, and they reallowed. But throughout the 50s, you'll get like Peltier, Kokomo, Champion, a lot of companies, and it's not all uranium. So like when you're looking at the original UV, like acro UV slags and whatnot, that was using like the uranium Vaseline glass. But when you move into the 1950s and since, there's almost no uranium. Some of it does use uranium oxide, but a lot of times they use other, they call them phosphorants, I think. But they're just other materials that are reactive to UV light. So yeah, after the 50s, you do still get UV marbles. They're just not uranium based like those original ones. Which I've never gotten a Geiger counter, but I would love to get some like old uranium slag marbles next to a Geiger counter and see if it clicks or anything. I do not like shinier iridized. Yeah, they're just, I don't know. They leave a lot to be desired. Here's another one. Jellyfish. It's a below average marble for me. It's a very below average. I'll throw it below fairy. Yeah. Jungle, this is a cool one. It unfortunately didn't get the action quite like the Halloween or the Gecko or the Fiesta or the Goldfish, but it's still a really nice transparent swirl we have here. Reminds me of like the 7-Up colors. If you're a fan of 7-Up, you'd probably be a fan of this marble. This is a good marble. This is an A-tier marble in my book. I'm going to put it up right next to Fireblaze, throw it above Dragon. Because again, like I said earlier, I like transparent marbles to backlight. Gives you something extra to look at. And then you get that over the Dragon. It's kind of like the submarine dragon, so to say. Although I know the dragon doesn't have white. I'm trying to look for one of my favorite marbles on that list, and I can't find it. Let me know what it is, Avocado. So the whole list comes from, here, I'll pull up this. It's a French site. And they had 219. And not all of them are on here. I'm not a fan of this song. I'm just going to skip it. Does uranium go brighter? I believe it does. That's why they used it. But yeah, I definitely, especially like if you used, if you took uranium glass, I don't know when the ban started. I mean, I presume it was around World War II. But if you took a uranium marble produced by a manufacturer before the ban, and then you let that manufacturer produce another marble with uranium glass after the ban, the pre-ban marble is going to be brighter because they were allowed to put more uranium oxide because there just weren't the regulations yet. That's say there's, to my knowledge, not really any danger to the uranium marbles, as long as you're not like sleeping on a bed of, you know. I had thought that I wrote an article, but I guess I didn't. I don't know, man. I've written so many that, yeah, I don't see it here. That's weird. So Sorting marbles, marble games, transition, keeping your marbles bearing. Well, but that's basically 930. It's kind of like the ice marbles, but it's a deep yellow color, and it mirrors whatever you look through on the other side. Okay, so yeah, so it's a clear marble, so it's doing. I don't remember. It's been so long since I took physics class, but it's doing that, the refraction, where it flips your image, which is cool. I'm curious if I can show it. No, it's not going to. I remember in physics class, when you do this, you can go to a distance, and when the focal length hits a certain point, the image will flip back right side again. Pretty weird. But that's how you see everything, if you didn't know. Everything comes into your eye upside down, and then your brain flips it back. It couldn't be so like so you're thinking like a soapstone, but then yellowed. Because soapstone are one I like. I again, I don't like the iridescence, but this is just an iridescent on transparent, on clear. So Kirk, this would probably go like, could you go further than F? You want to dig a tier below F? That's where Kirk would put the soapstone. Soapstone will probably make it into like my A tier, maybe B tier. But yeah, so how many more did we have to go through? A lot. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Holy cow. So we have over halfway to go still, but I'm going to be cutting out all the cat's eyes. This took roughly 2 hours, so I'm going to have to do this Saturday. So Saturday, guys. If you have a Discord or something. So I have a let me link it. I need a Discord. If Dozer was here, he'd be cheering you on. And he might be if he's if you go to that MetaMibs, you can down below viewer submission, it's like just a Google Doc. You can upload an image. Oh, there's the vampire marbles. Yeah, the vampires are super cool. The vampires are nice. The zombies. Have you ever seen Zombie? This is S tier. How could you not love that? That is crazy, crazy, crazy cool. Don't know of a single other marble manufacturer, mass marble manufacturer, that produced anything even close to this. Yeah, shoot me a contact on Discord. I need to get a Discord. I don't know what. I don't know. At some point. That's Neptune. The soapstone. But yeah, appreciate you guys. I think I'm gonna do this Saturday. I'll pick up. I'll post on my YouTube community if anyone's interested. What time I'll go live. Lime with spicy Cheeto dust. That's funny. I mean, it does remind me of like Takis, like the real bright, flashy packaging that you see on Takis. Yeah, Zombie's a wonderful marble. But yeah, I'll be going live Saturday. I'll finish up this list. I will plan for. I mean, I probably still have 3 hours left. So if you guys don't have anything going on Saturday, feel free to stop by. I really appreciate everyone stopping by tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I did not expect, like every time, I really do turn this on and expect to just be talking to myself. Oops, I'm so sorry. There's a little fly. I expect to be talking to myself for hours. So when you guys come in and chat, I really appreciate it. You make my night. So thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful rest of your night. And if anyone ever makes a tier list, please contact me. Send me a screenshot. I would love to see your guys' tier lists. Other than that, again,